You are listening to Unstoppable Actors, the essential podcast for ambitious, unknown actors with me, Louise, the artistic director of Standby Method Acting Studio. And for the last 13 years, I've been taking unknown actors with blank CVs all the way to Netflix dramas, Amazon Prime films, TV soaps, and stage plays around the world. And every week I'll be talking with you and sharing how you can become a paid working unstoppable actor, because you 1000% can. An acting career is doable. Are you ready to dive into the episode? Hello and welcome back to Unstoppable Actors. It has been a while since I've recorded an episode, and that's because I recently came off of a shoot where for once I wasn't coaching from the sidelines, I wasn't in front of the camera acting, I was behind the camera. I was the on-set acting coach, and then I was upgraded to director, which was so exciting. And I want to share a story from this experience with you, which is going to help you become a much stronger actor. If you are new here, I am Louise. I have been coaching actors for coming up to 16 years. And I hope this is going to be the first of many episodes for you. And if you are a regular listener, apologies for the pause. And thank you for always being in our wonderful community. I love having you here. So I'm going to be sharing with you a weird tip, a weird acting tip that no one is really talking about. So my job as an acting coach is to help you make your next performance your best performance yet, so you can start standing out and building your acting career one performance at a time. And as I said, I've been doing this for nearly 16 years. And despite me coaching actors of all levels for that amount of time, I learned a huge lesson on the shoot that is not really spoken about, as I've already said, and it is something that's going to change how you deliver performances on set. And I think it is really, really important to pay attention to. I've been aware of this knowledge for a while, well, for a very long time actually, but I'd never put the two things together, the tip that I'm going to share with you and how it's going to make you a much better actor, because it's actually nothing to do with acting. It involves food. Just stick with me on this one because it's not what you think it is, okay? And it's really important. So, nope, it's not some sort of weird meal that you have to eat to get into character, and it's definitely not some magical food that's been proven to help you remember that mountain of lines that you are fretting over. Although, side note, walnuts genuinely do aid memory, but that's a conversation for another day. Here's what happened. I was coaching and directing on a Chinese martial arts film, which was a very exciting experience. It was very fast-paced. It was very demanding. The actors had to remember all of the choreography for the fight sequences. They had to sustain the character choices, the character motives. They had to make the lines sound like they were being spoken for the very first time, as we all do as actors. And then on top of that, we had very long shooting days with a huge number of scenes to get through each day. I looked at the shooting schedule and felt tired looking at it. I'd never seen a shooting schedule this packed in my life. What this meant is that their focus needed to be nuclear strength. Now, because this was a Chinese martial arts film, we had a chef who cooked us proper Asian food, which was very exciting. I'd never had this before on a set. Oh, and I mean the meals. The meals were incredible. They were chef's kiss. They were huge portions as well. And they were so tasty, and everybody devoured the meals. And whilst our taste buds were tingling, our brains were quietly emptying of blood. Yes, we got hit with the dreaded afternoon food coma. Everyone's, and I mean everyone's, energy nosedived. Nobody could focus the way they had before dinner time. And the scenes, and I am not exaggerating when I say this, the scenes started to look like zombies wading through thick treacle. So what's the tip? What has this got to do with anything? In method acting, we work with what is called the method acting triangle. And there are 3 principles, obviously, with it being a triangle. Principle 1 is relaxation, sits at the top of the triangle. Principle 2 comes next, which is concentrate. And principle 3 is imagination. Those 3 things, those 3 pointers of the method acting triangle are what leads to our most spontaneous, authentic, connected characters. Now, the problem on that shoot was that nobody could concentrate. So one of those 3 principles had been taken off of the method acting triangle. And this is bad news for us as actors. When one of those 3 principles disappears, our triangle collapses, which means our performances collapse. We'd all gone sleepy from the food. And when that happens, when that triangle breaks, your work in scenes becomes pretty unimaginative and disconnected, and it happens fast. So here's the weird, but not really, acting tip. Eat until you are satiated. Do not eat more than you need to. Drink water with your meals. Go for a walk when you've eaten to keep your energy up, and do that between takes as well if you need to. And there are things that you can do when you're walking between takes. You can still be doing method acting exercises internally, because in method acting we work from the inside out. But again, that's another podcast for another day. But here's the thing I really want you to know about sets. Sets, if you've got experience of being on them, are full of chocolate and sugary treats. These things are cheap to buy, easy to grab, but they lead straight to sugar crashes or carbohydrate crashes. So what you want to be doing is eating a protein-rich breakfast before you get there that fills you up, and then you're not going to be as tempted by these sugary snacks and these simple carbohydrate snacks. And you're also not going to eat more than you need to at dinner time. Now, I'm obviously not a nutritionist, but these are basic principles, and they are the basic principles that keep you focused and connected to your imagination so you don't crash and your method acting triangle doesn't crash. And that means you're able to give your best performance. And sensational performances lead to recommendations of you. When you deliver above and beyond with the character, when you don't fall sleepy after dinner time and struggle to concentrate, and you are giving the very best of the character and the very best of you as a craftsman or a craftswoman, people want to work with you again. People want to talk about you. They want to tell their friends about you. It's a really simple principle. Live by it on set the next time you get cast. It will make such a difference to your creativity and to your performances and your ability to inhibit the character. Staying focused on set is one piece of the puzzle, but what actually gets you into the role in the first place? That's a different muscle entirely, and that's exactly why I put together the Method Acting Toolbox, and it's completely free. And it is jam-packed full of character development method acting exercises to help you get fully immersed in a role so your next performance becomes your best performance yet. I have left a link in the show notes. You can download it straight to your phone, no faffing around. You can start working through it before your next audition or your next role. You can also go to this link, tinyurl.com/method toolbox. That's tinyurl.com/method toolbox. Go and get that, download it to your phone, and get working through these method acting exercises that are going to make a huge difference to the way you connect to the character and to your performances. And that is it for this episode. I hope it's got the cogs turning in your brain and it's made you think about how you show up on set. I'll see you in the next episode. I've absolutely loved hanging out with you, and I really hope you found this episode inspiring. If you have, please do rate the podcast and hit follow so you never miss an episode, and I can help more actors like you. And come and join one of the most supportive, uplifting acting communities on socials, the Unstoppable Actors Facebook group, where you'll get your weekly injection of inspiration, networking, and receive your free Method Actors handbook so you can become an unstoppable actor.